Yo, what's good, man? This is Easy Pinchot Podcast here with another special interview and with the one and only. You want to introduce yourself?
Visa the villain, aka Michelle Visa. She's in the building.
Michelle Visa, man. Thank you, Michelle Visa. Let's actually give you a hand of applause because we actually wanted to do this again. It's been a while.
Yeah, we had to run it back.
We had to run it back. Appreciate you for coming through. I know you've been so busy.
Yes,
Thank
you for having me.
No problem. I appreciate you for coming. And yeah, you've been traveling around the world like crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's honestly my first time like overseas in Europe and stuff like that. So it was an amazing opportunity just to see the culture, just to see how the people, the fans react to hip hop, and it was another level
right.
for sure.
That's amazing. It's good to see like the other part of the world too, because whatever you see on TV doesn't really show you the way it really looks and the way it really feels just to be around that energy.
Yeah, for sure. Like I know like now I could probably live outside the United States and probably be pretty happy. You know what I mean?
Nice. See,
seriously.
You gotta step out of your comfort zone, man.
You do.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so let's start off. I want to start off just by saying, thank you. Thank you. And also, I want you to go ahead and just introduce yourself. I like to let people introduce themselves however they want to introduce themselves. Let the people know exactly who you are, what you do, and then we could start.
All right. Well, I'm Michelle Visa. I'm an artist, entrepreneur, actress, and a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Get into it. So, check me out on everything Michelle Visa, streaming, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Well, X. They call it X now.
Oh, you call it X, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I just say Twitter.
I know. I forget sometimes.
Sometimes, right? But yeah. Go ahead and check her out, man. Go ahead and follow her on everything, Michelle Visa.
Yes.
So let's start this. So Michelle, we had the conversation before, actually, about your upbringing and everything else.
Yeah.
But let's talk about how has your year been going so far, 2024?
Well, 2024 it was amazing. Like I said, started out on a European tour, did several dates for that. Getting ready to drop an album, dropped a single, Oda May. So it's like I've been very busy. And I also have other businesses that I have to attend to. So I'm very, very busy.
Very busy, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I do it to myself. Like I book everything myself. I manage myself. It's hard. You know what I mean? You wear so many different hats, but you have to.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You have to. Yeah.
And before we continue on with our conversation, I want to also start off with the game, Jenga, and then we can continue on because I got a lot of questions for you.
You got questions?
I got questions. Questions. All right. So, and I like how we kind of set up. Oh, you like how I just did this?
I like how that came out. Okay. Whatever
that's left. Let's leave it. Perfect. You see, that was so easy. All right. So my first question is: are you ready to lose?
You know what? Yes. Cause I've been struggling all my life. My life, I had to fight. So I might lose, but it ain't gonna be easy.
It ain't gonna be easy.
It ain't gonna be no easy win. All right.
All right, definitely. But yeah, and also just your journey as a female MC. How is that for you? Do you have so much fun with it? Tell us.
Being a female MC, yeah, I definitely love it. I get to dress up and wear different outfits and things like that. But there are some struggles to being a female MC. You may not get the respect. People automatically look at you and think that you're doing these things to get on or advance your career.
Right.
So there's other, being a female artist, I love it because the females they're really running the game right now. Like so many successful women on top, on the charts, on tour, all over social media. So yeah, it's great to be a female MC right now.
And how long you been doing it for the people that just?
Oh my gosh, it's so funny because people think that I started doing music after radio, but actually I was doing music before I got into radio, and that's kind of why I started doing radio, because I wanted to meet people and make connections and kind of learn the ins and out of the industry from that standpoint. So I've been doing music over 10 years, like a very long time.
So over 10 years.
Yeah.
You've been enjoying it. And were you always like a hip hop artist, or did you also try some things different, like R&B?
No, I always liked rap, hip hop. I started out, I was probably 8. Okay. We had a group called the Troublemakers, and I've been rapping since then. I played sports. I was athletic. I still stay in the gym, lift weights, but yeah, I've always been interested in music, some kind of way.
Nice. And also just with the group that you guys created, you said Troublemakers. How did that group come about?
Oh, that was my cousin, my older cousin. She got me, my sister, and her sister, my other cousin. And yeah, that's how it started. She was like, y'all gonna start this rap group. And I already, you rap, you imitate what you see on TV. So she's like, you're gonna you're going to be lead of this rap group. And that's how it was. And we performed for family. And then we performed little events here and there throughout the city and stuff. I feel like possibly if we had been in a different location, because it was Buffalo, that it could have probably really took off.
Could have probably, because I think I actually checked out some of your old
oh my gosh, what'd you check out?
I did. I don't remember the exact title, but I went through your music list.
Oh my God, I got some old stuff on YouTube.
Hey, the videos that you record, I think it was part like in the east side of Buffalo. And stuff like that.
Yeah, like I mean, I try to do videos, of course, outside the city and stuff like that. But sometimes you're just limited to resources. You got to use what you got. And I've got a ton of videos I've shot in Buffalo and different people I've worked with in the city. So
right. And which artists did you work with as you were coming up?
Oh my gosh, coming up here.
Coming up, I mean, just in the music world, hip-hop.
I mean, I've been fortunate. Like, I can't even say I worked with these artists because these people I would love to have songs with. But as far as like, it's so many that I've interacted with or interviewed, or you know what I mean, been on a red carpet with, or interviewed them at the radio. So I've interacted with a lot of artists. I mean, so many. It's like almost too many to name.
Too many.
How you play this? You take one out. You just pulling them out.
No. So you just take it.
And then you put it on the top, right?
Oh, you want to play it different?
How you play it?
I put it on the side.
So you take one out and just move it?
Yeah, all right. So
how we going to figure out what's going, if it's going to fall or not?
All right.
Because I was just playing pool today. People be cheating. Don't be cheating.
That's not, it's just a different game.
You tell, where you learn that?
My culture.
Oh, really? Okay, so no, teach me then. Teach me something new. You push it through and you set it to the side.
I'm playing.
Oh, he's cheating. That's what he's doing.
All right, so let's continue. Let's continue. And so yeah, just doing music in Buffalo. So as you were coming up with your group, like, did you guys ever done like any touring around the states and stuff like that?
It was, we didn't really have a lot of money. And, you know what I'm saying? My mother, she wasn't really into, music or managing us. She just kind of let us do our own thing. And, my father, he was a bodyguard for Rick James. So I was very, very little. But just his influence with his music, his records, his tapes, his CDs, like just being around that kind of stuff was always like an inspiration. So, we didn't have a lot of money, and they don't have the money to like put behind the craft. So it was kind of not until I got older I was actually able to pursue it. But like when, when I was younger, I played the violin, the saxophone, like, I expressed myself in other ways.
So you was already like in that music world,
for sure.
That's nice. And how was it though, like just being a child of your father just being a bodyguard for Rick James? I mean,
it's crazy. Like, it's a lot of stories. Like, he tells me a lot of stories, and I even watched it like one time on the Chappelle show. Mm-hmm. Dave Chappelle, like reenacted one of my father's scenes. Like, it's not my dad in the scene, but they're reenacting him. And he got hit in the eye with a dart, so his eye is like closed, and they did that on the show. Like, they had like a cockeyed.
Really? He got hit in the eye with it?
Yeah, when he was little, he got hit in the eye with a dart, and he didn't seek treatment right away. He was scared. He thought he was going to be in trouble, so he didn't tell my grandma, his mom. And so so his eye is like, I don't notice it because my dad, it's like I see him all the time, but his eye is slightly like closed, or they might say, yeah. So in the Chappelle show episode, it was like cockeyed, and it was like, he tells me all the stories. It's hilarious. But he said, they wanted him to get Charlie Murphy. They wanted to scare Charlie Murphy, so they were just joking around though.
And every time he comes from work, like you was always like, Dad, tell me what.
Yeah, well, I was really, like I said, I was really young. I remember vaguely like maybe going to like his house, seeing like his that was the first time I ever seen an in-ground pool and gold and stuff like that. And but he was on tour. He was on tour. He was gone for like months at a time sometimes. You know what I mean? So
It's
that
like
was tough too.
Full time
Yeah,
bodyguard.
he was a full-time bodyguard.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. How about your mother? How did she handle that? Because just
Like a woman, you better come home and what the f- you doing? And oh, you ain't taking my kids out there. It's just stuff like that. So,
man,
but mama held it down.
right, she held it down. Because I can imagine like going away for months, and it's just basically like a woman dating someone in the military, like how they would just go away for months, and it's like, damn, like you don't know what could happen to them because
Right.
he was a bodyguard, so he's putting his life on the line
Definitely.
in most cases.
Definitely. And that's kind of why he kind of like, retired from security and stuff like that. He's like, I want to spend time with my children and, I want to be there for them and be, raise them. So,
Right, and let's talk about just your family. Like, did you have any siblings?
yeah, I have two sisters.
Okay, two
Yeah, I
sisters.
have two sisters.
So no brothers, just girls. Wow, just girls. How was that? How was that? Because a lot of times, growing up with girls is different compared to growing up with like a lot of boys.
We was a little catty, fighting over the phones and
Oh, you got
each other's clothes, that kind of thing. You got my shirt on. You took my jacket. See, I was talking. Okay, I can't do that one.
Hey,
That one's struggling. Oh,
Michelle, you gotta play it.
I got which one? I got to do that one.
I mean, I might let it pass, but
See, what's these rules? Tell me your rules. I'm gonna tell you mine.
nah,
This is
because
getting
look,
crazy.
you just touched this one too.
So you can't touch it.
No, you can, but like it's the way you're playing. It's
Okay.
like you keep like
I thought you like if it's tough, you don't have to play.
yeah,
it.
you gonna move to the next one.
All right. See.
You better make it 4 right now.
Oh my god. All right. See, I'm scared. I'm
Can I
scared.
fix it?
Yes. He made me play this, y'all. He made me play this game.
Nah, she lying. I asked her if she wanna play it.
Because he really wanted to play.
All right. And your life journey and everything. So like how was it also going to school? So when you went to school, did you ever thought about doing being like part of the media and stuff like that, like radio?
Yeah, because I it's so funny because I was like 11. I had like my own magazine. Like I created that like outside of school. Like I was like selling them to like my parents' friends. Like, yeah, this is my new edition. Check this out. And they were like buying it and stuff like that. So I've always, like I said, been involved with like music and entertainment and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a long time. It's just, I guess it's something is you're passionate about. And in school, I was like the president of my class. I was the prom queen. I was always like involved in stuff, I should say. I don't know what the popular, but I just knew a lot of people and I treated people with respect. I didn't care if you had special needs. I didn't care if you were a different color than me. I didn't care. Like I always was very social with everyone and things like that.
I like that. I like
so
that.
people, I get along with people.
That's amazing. And that kind of like carries you on like throughout high school. And did you ever did you go to college or?
Yeah, I finished college. I have a bachelor's degree.
Which school did you go to?
I went to Buff State.
Buff State. Nice. How was Buff State like when you did go there? 'Cause right now it's different,
When I went there, it was like I was kind of like get in and get out. I was kind of like alone. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they have like cliques up there, and a lot of people come over from New York City and they're already clicked up and stuff. But I was mainly like, and that's kind of around the time I started doing radio and things like that. So that I was like in and out to try to focus on school and like go live my other life basically. So I didn't stay on campus or anything. So it wasn't, I didn't have that full experience.
You didn't have the full experience. But did you join any clubs? Because when you're in school, you try to join clubs and.
I mean,
you
high
didn't have
school,
no radio
yes.
clubs, nothing.
High school, yes. College, no. I was more like, okay, I gotta work, I gotta get this money, and I'm like focusing straight on like career. Like I was like, it's not really time to,
Right.
do stuff that is not going to advance the career. Like, I didn't pursue the college radio station because I was already trying to intern at BLK, WBLK, which was, the number one station in Buffalo. So that's kind of how I was like trying to just get focused with that. But I encourage everybody to, join things, meet people, and
Yeah.
expand your
Yeah. Meet people, cause
palette.
and the crazy thing is, you're right. When you in college, you gotta move fast. Cause that time, the 4 year period, like, just goes so fast, and you realize, wow, like I could have done like at least 3 internships. So as soon as I'm done, I get a job right away.
Yeah.
It's but that's nice though. That's good. That's
Yeah, it's
good.
tough. I work with high school kids now for my other program, other business that I have.
Okay.
And, I still stay in touch with several, ones that graduated, give them advice or job applicate, like, oh, check out, apply to this, and just advice in general. And like, I have some that's graduating this year and they're like, man, it's scary. Like, I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm like, yeah, it goes fast. And honestly, the stuff you did in high school, doesn't count. It doesn't count. Like, this is the beginning of your life. So, I mean, those years kind of shape and mold you, but ultimately what you do, between maybe 17, 21 is going to affect you probably for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You gotta be ready, man. And college comes crazy too. Like as soon as college comes, it's like your freshman year is gonna be the hardest, I think, and then your junior year gonna be the second. I think the junior year is the hardest. Freshman year and then junior year.
Yeah.
In between sophomore and senior, those are here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just wanted off to start with just a little background, not too crazy, because I had you on the last time I had you here, and we talked about a lot of things.
We
So I want to also now start off with part two. So part two is gonna be more about everything that you've been doing, tours, albums, and so on. So you ready? All right, so let's go ahead and start part two, man. Stay tuned. This is Easy Pin Child Podcast, and let's